how dope she is. Guest on our podcast today, we got the dopest Shaq Michelle.
Hey y'all. How y'all doing?
She been in here cutting up, y'all, but
I have
I
been
love it. I
all
love
day.
it. The energy is everything. We're going to jump right into it. And I want to know, tell us your story. How did you get started we're going to start with the barber because you are a jack of all trades. So we're going to start with that first. So you are a barber. So how did you get started as a barber?
When I was in the military, the area that I was in, they kept fucking up my head for $25. And I was like, well, I could fuck my head up for free. And that's pretty much what got me on the journey of like just being a barber. And, it's just, I'm a person that like to do light shit. You feel me? Like, I don't like to be heavy. Like, I like to be in light atmospheres and like, just to be like free and expressive.
Absolutely.
So, you can come into a barbershop dressed how you want to dress, look how you want to look.
Absolutely.
And, then you can make people feel good. And that's also a big one too. I like making people feel good.
Absolutely.
Especially black men. Even though I am all into women, I do think that it's still important to be a pillar for the black man in the black community.
Absolutely.
So like, that's who my service mainly is for.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
The brothers.
Absolutely. Okay, so I never asked you, where are you from?
North Carolina.
What part?
Greensboro, Fayetteville area.
Okay. So did you join the military from North Carolina?
Yeah.
How many years were you in?
I was in for 4.5 years. Okay. I went in after getting engaged because the girl I was with at the time, her family had a big issue with her being with me. So we didn't have a safe haven or nothing.
Right.
Who I was living with had an issue with it. So we was doing some real hood bugger shit just to be with each other. Like we would sleep in the car together. We would go get the shittiest hotels.
Right.
Can we cuss on this one?
You can.
Oh, okay. We'll get like some of the like shittiest like rooms and just like whatever we could do to just, like be around each other and not be in the way of our families and the Baptist Christian background. We was just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. Got you. Okay. So did you get to go anywhere exciting while you were in the military?
Girl, no, but
I'm on me neither.
El Centro was a beautiful surprise for me. It's out in the desert of California. I used to live there. Girl, I loved it there. Yeah. Did you go to church out there at all?
I was young though when I went there. My mom used to be a correction officer, so she was at the prison down there.
I had some connects there. They wanted me to work with them. I'm like,
not down here. Nope. Yeah, It's probably grown over the years because I was young. Like
I had a sugar mama. I was going across the border. I had a church sugar mama. I had a Mexican sugar mama.
I cannot.
Hey, El Centro had a lot of love.
Yeah, for sure. So what challenges have you came across as being a female barber in the industry? Because I know it's a male-dominated industry. Have you came across like any type of challenges of like, I want you to do my hair or stuff like that?
Yeah, I would get little boys that say they didn't want me to do their hair because one, they just see a masculine person with their nails done,
right?
And they were like, I don't want that boy cutting my hair with his nails done, and I'm like, well, pronouns is she, and then that fucks it up even worse. Like it's just like admitting it, but I'm like, I'm not hiding and I'm not code switching to fit in. Like, I'm not going to be more masculine just so I can get a service. Fuck you. Little boy, get your ass on. And then sometimes the parents would still make the kid go to me because they just felt bad.
Right.
And then I would have old people, they would be like, oh, look, honey.
Yeah.
His nails is done. And then they would just make a whole big announcement like, hey, he's a she.
Right.
Like, I've went through so much stuff. And then I went through where the barbers who actually worked there tried to get physical with me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and one thing for sure and two things for certain, I am unbullyable. Because I don't give a fuck by no man, and I don't give a fuck by no female that try to, like, do some bullying stuff. Like, one, I never been into bullying, and I never got bullied until I got out here.
Right.
So I was just like, okay.
Yeah. But you moved away. You pivoted around that, for sure.
For sure. Now I have my own studio, Shackadelic Cuts, baby.
Yes.
Yeah, heard me. So.
For sure. What, well, you kind of touched on it, but as far as like advice for a woman that wants to tap into like the barber industry, do you have any other advice besides like be who you are and just continue pursuing?
I feel like it's different. So if you're a feminine woman, I feel like you have an easier route in the barber industry because now they want to book you because you hot. And you know what I'm saying? Right. Versus a masculine woman, you kind of they're not interested in you, and then they not homophobic. Some of them aren't homophobic, but then some of them like they just
it's kind of hard on both.
It's
kind of different, but
it's different but hard. So the advice I would give to women, women of color, women of the LGBTQ center, and I would just say, just show up authentically as much as possible. And if that space is not for you, walk away. Like, cause I haven't regretted any spot that I had to leave. Yeah. You know, I choose my self-respect. Yeah, and I'm just like, no, I'm not trying to mold myself to fit in here. Y'all need to mold to get accustomed to people like me so we can move forward and be more progressive.
Absolutely.
So I'm just like, okay, no, I'm not gonna force your hand.
Right. Do you are there any mistakes that you can say that you've made like along your journey as a barber? That like someone that maybe is in the barber industry that you would advise them like to go against, as far as like technique maybe, or just like on developing your craft as a whole?
I would say don't let nobody like box you in, because I like a lot of people was interested in me, but they weren't interested in all the other aspects of hair that I was trying to go in. It was like, oh, if you just gonna be a barber, focus on barbering. Don't worry about the braid and don't worry about the cornrows. And I'm just like, I'm a female. I grew up braiding. I grew up doing my mama locks. So, you know, that's just something that's already been in me. And I'm like, if I'm tightening up and learning something completely different with the clippers, then I'm going to just tighten up in the braiding. And you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like the head is one whole aspect of just growing and developing. And like people try to like tell you, no, just focus on this one thing. But I'm like, everything can elevate at the same time.
Absolutely. Don't try to box me off.
No, don't box me off.
Is there anything that you wish you could have changed on your journey as a barber?
Yeah, I probably wish I would have just worked for myself right off the bat. Thinking that I needed to be in a shop was like one of, I wouldn't say it was a mistake, but it definitely wasted a lot of time for me to end up back where I knew I needed to be anyway. And it took so much funding out of me because I'm giving it to other people who didn't even appreciate my existence. Seemed like. So I'm just like, damn. Right.
I should have started right here. I see that a lot. Like even in like the hair industry as a whole, like people are kind of pivoting more towards like being on their own or being in their own space. Because I was in solar salon studios, and that I think it took like the pandemic that really like taught people like, well, dang, I could do this myself. I don't need a big salon. I don't need a big barbershop or nothing like that because I can do this. I got my clientele, so let me get my space.
Exactly.
And I think more people like appreciated like the intimate setting. Not having all these people coming in and you know, like some barbers be a lot. So some people just like, no, I'm just trying to come, chill, have a cool vibe, get my hair cut, and be up out of here.
Yeah. So I think it's like, and then when you have that intimate setting, you can definitely like bring people into your world. You know what I'm saying? Like just show them something different because a lot of people don't get that I'm just a creative being. Yeah. Now that I have my own studio, it shows all that and people get it. It's like they not trying to puzzle and piece things or fit me over here, fit me over there. It's just like, oh, okay. It just makes sense once you get it. You're like,
I feel this.
Okay, this shit tight.
For real. Okay, so I know you got a lot of tattoos. How many tattoos you got? You ain't counted them, huh?
I've stopped counting. I just got a new one.
You got over how many?
Probably over 100 for sure.
For real? Dang.
Yeah, no cover-ups.
I got tattoos, but dang.
Yeah, no cover-ups yet. I got 2 on my head. Well, about three on my head.
Okay.
Yeah, I started moving to the head like last year. Yeah.
That was another thing. I was watching some of your content, and I was like, dang, she got a lot of tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't know it was that many, though. How do you stay updated, like, on trends when it comes to, like, new haircuts, or now that you dipping into, like, hairstyles? I know you are creative, so you don't follow trends, but, like, I know people come in, like, requests and stuff like that.
So typically I don't watch TV, but if I watch anything, it's to go into things that I'm doing. So I typically watch a lot of barber videos, and then I follow what's her Napstar?
Okay, yeah.
She does. She has some dope styles, and then most men, they don't even act, like with locks, they don't even let me do what I be wanting to do. I'm like, man,
nah,
I
just
be
gonna do the little
basic. Yeah,
basic,
you know what I'm saying? But they just want either 2 strands or like the barrel twist, and I'll be like.
Let me be creative, man. I used to be like that, so I'm over here looking like, I just started
like,
every once in a while.
I be wanting to do some buster on them, you know what I'm saying? Like they not with it. They not out here, but one guy, he do let me do pretty, like he'll let me throw him in pigtails and stuff, but a lot of ladies love him on my barber page.
So look, the style is hitting.
Yeah, the style be hitting. The ladies be hitting. He be like, Shaq, you gonna post me on your Instagram?
Yeah, some likes up on them names.
Like, my DM's been booming every time you post. So I was like, well, that's a reassurance that you're gonna keep coming.
Right, coming back for sure. Building a loyal client base is crucial to this profession. Can you share how you keep your clients and keep them coming back?
Just give them what they want. Listen to them. And then just provide a safe space where they can just be as expressive, as long as it's not disrespectful. Like, no, I don't want to hear about the genitals and you messing with women.
Yeah,
keep it PG. Yeah. Keep it lightweight. I am not part of the boys
club. Right.
I am a girl, Damon. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear
it at all. What is the most memorable client transformation that you have done?
One of the most memorable clients that I had was a little boy. He was actually a queer boy, and his before he came in, his parents cut all his hair off, mutilated him. And he came in and he was like, "How long does it take for my hair to grow back?" And then he let me know the background. He was like, yeah, my parents just cut all my hair off, and because I was so feminine, they didn't want that, and they wanted me to look more masculine. And I just was like, as I'm cutting his hair, I'm like, yo, you still beautiful. Yeah. Like, and so I didn't want to do too much more, so I just gave him low tapers. And girl, when I turned to do the right taper, he was crying in the chair, girl. I'm sitting there crying, cutting his hair. I'm like,
man. Right.
And then the father sitting over there with shades on. Like, I was just like, dang. And I was just like, I hope this kid will be okay. Right. And then we booked him another appointment, but they didn't come through. So I was just like, stuff like that is what would cause a kid to want to not be here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, I just wanted to give him as much love as I could within the 45 minutes I had him in my chair, and that's all I could do. But that was probably like one of the most memorable clients that I had, and I hope he's still doing okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so let's move into your creativity, because is you ready for that? Ready. So I see that you are super creative, dope artist. Is there anything special that you do to like prepare or get you in a creative mood? I see your little reels going on and you just be vibing and stuff. So music and stuff like that, I know that's everything to you.
Yeah. A lot of the times I sit in silence to get ready. Like most of the times I don't even have no music, no TV, no nothing. And then I smoke. Yeah. I might have a stuck moment, and then I just be in my head. And I used to think that they were like imaginations, but they were visions.
Right.
And so the studio actually started up as a vision, and it how they come is like patches of images coming up, and I'm like, dang, okay, and then I'll write them all out. Wow. I got a whole list in my phone called Ideas from back probably back from like 2015, and some of the things that are on there, I'm circling back now and actually making profit off of, or actually made a whole different platform from. So every idea, I start off trying to see how far I can go before it like, girl, you ain't got enough resources. Sit down, put that to the side, and you'll get back. Right. Yeah, you'll get back to it. So a lot of things happen like that. Like, so I literally don't give up on nothing. Everything's divine timing. So I just be like, well, it ain't time to get that done yet. But I'm never not doing something.
Right. So. She ain't lying. Shabby on the move. Shabby always in something. I love it the most. I love that you are like so involved in the community. Like if it's something popping off, especially downtown in Tower or something, Shaq gonna be there. Yeah, Shaq gonna be popping out for sure.
I'm gonna be there. I think it's important to like show up in spaces where it's not enough representations of you there, and one, I just like socializing too. I'm a social butterfly. I like kicking it with people and stuff, but you just gotta find the people with good intentions that's not trying to like drain your energy and stuff. So I'm learning to put the reins on it a little bit and reel it back in. Cause in the South, we ain't got to worry about nobody draining your damn energy. Right. We all like taking naps. we all will get the fuck up out your face and out your space. We don't overstay no welcome. We get the fuck on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. But here it's like, if you don't imply that, then people just gonna be in your energy. And I'm just like, oh, okay, I gotta put that out there. Right. Like, all right, that's enough. Yeah. All right. I need some me time. And like this past weekend, I overdid it a little bit, and I think I slept all day Sunday.
Yeah, but you have a heavy weekend. So this weekend you did your styling for
Just Be Dope.
Yes,
sir.
Was that your first styling?
That was I did the Fulton Street fashion show. And that was actually my first time styling, but I didn't know. I was just getting my feet wet, being cute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put that out there. And I ain't show up nearly as hard as I could have went. And so I was just like, and then the models didn't even show up as nearly as hard, because I was just like, okay, I don't need no accessories, so they don't need no accessories. But they needed some accessories. I was like, yo, your confidence is your accessory. They was like, yeah, and then they went out there and had no confidence, and I was like,
it was a learning.
Yeah, it was a learning experience. So I was like, okay, what works for me, I have to help somebody else a little bit more. So this fashion show came, I was like, I got some accessories.
Right, I got you now. I got
some accessories. I was like, yeah, but it was like, so with that fashion show, I kind of raided everybody's closet and had them bring their own things and then so merged
a little bit of their personality into it.
Yeah, well,
not necessarily.
I just wasn't buying no clothes for a fashion show. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't spending no money on nobody. I'm like, no, we gonna revamp what you got, and then put it with the Just Be Dope gear.
Throw my little splash on it.
Put my taste on it. And some people felt like, you know, they didn't have enough for the fashion show. I'm like, nah, hell no. We not finna. This is not to make you feel like you are lacking in any area. We want you to feel like what you got can be elevated, and now you know how to wear it and revamp it. I like that. I was like, yeah, man, don't be doing that negative talk. Hell no. Them 4 jeans is good. Bring them all. Bring all 4. All of them. We gonna make it work, and it's gonna pop.
Yeah, so I was just like, I've seen the videos, and it was I wish I would have knew about it, because I definitely would have came out.
It was fun. It was fun, but I ain't get to mingle with nobody. I was backstage the whole time. Yeah, but the collective, the models, and everybody, I was like, this the vibe right here.
Right, you seen
this was so lit.
I bet sitting back and like seeing that come together, you're like, dang.
And everybody was on the same energy. It was just like it was no like.
No, it looked like a good time.
It was,
like
everybody across the board was just on there, like just having a good time and like networking and like just putting their best foot forward.
I love it. Yeah,
and drinking and shrinking.
Right, it looked like a good time. I was mad I didn't know about the afterwards, but I'm gonna make sure I be up on stuff. Be following your page when you be posting stuff. I'm gonna be sliding in.
Turn y'all notifications on. I be telling people, turn your notifications on, because you never know what the fuck I'm about to be doing.
Right. Tell us something that we might not know about you. Like a lot, I'm learning still, but some people that just anything, something we might not know about you. I already didn't know that she had over 100 tattoos and stuff like that. I didn't know you was. Let me stop talking. I'm gonna let you tell us.
What you ain't know?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that you had dipped into like modeling. I didn't know none of that.
Oh yeah,
and I started following your page, and I was like,
oh, something you may not know. I used to tattoo.
Oh really?
Yeah, and when I first moved to Fresno, I had an apprentice. So my very first apprenticeship that I was offered, I was 12 years old.
What?
Yeah. Dang, and my mom was like, no, you ain't about to be up in the tattoo parlor with all them men. I was like, girl.
You killed my dreams.
Killed. And then I ended up dating a dude that was in the shop anyway. So it's just like, but when I got
she's
to
like,
high
see,
school,
that's why.
and so, it was cool. But yeah, I used to do the stencils. So I always used to hustle back when I was little. So I always would draw and then get paid for it. So I used to do custom sneakers. And then from custom sneakers, I would go, and it was some ladies from church. They'd be like, oh, well, can you draw me can you draw me up a tattoo? And then I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Sit there for about 5 minutes, and then it was like, damn, that should look good. And then they would go take it to the tattoo shop, and they wouldn't have to like retrace it or nothing. They would be like, damn, it's ready.
Like, who made this?
Who did this?
Right.
And then they was like, oh shit, ask her if she would give us a call. And then so I gave them a call. They told me what it was, and then I was like, Mom, I'm about to go work at the tattoo shop. And she said, no, you're not. And I was like,
dang.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And then when I got to college, I had 2 apprenticeships offered to me, but I was a student athlete, didn't have no time. But I would always come there with my own stencils drawn up, and they'd be like, who the fuck did this? And I was like, me. And they'd be like, you wanna do the apprenticeship? Okay. Like sometimes I would just draw my tattoos up right there, and they'd be like, okay, you ready to go? Go, let's go. And so because I did all the work, they just gave me major discounts.
Right.
So then when I got to Fresno, I got offered another one with Tokyo Rose up the street, but it was because they messed up my stomach.
Oh. Yeah. You know who you are. You know who you are. I cannot.
How you doing, little mama? Let me whisper.
Yeah, I cannot.
That's something that you might like. I always wanted to do the whisper song.
You happy about these mics?
This shit crazy.
So tell us, because I'm really big on it, what does manifesting look like for you?
I like to do silent manifestations, which is a meditative manifestation, because I'm very spiritual and I grew up in the church, but my mother never took me to church. I always found my way to church, but I went way more than my mother.
Right.
And so I know that anything that you say out loud, the devil also hears it, but he can't hear your thoughts. So I do everything. Like once I internalized that, I was just like, everything's in here.
Absolutely.
And then I'll, if I have a dream, I'll wake up and I'll write it out real quick, and then I'll pray over it, and then that's it.
Okay, so you journal too? Yeah, I'm big on journaling too. Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big.
Oh, yeah.
For
girl.
sure.
It get a little off track here and there, but then I bring it back.
Right.
I'm like, damn. Because, such and such had me fucked up. But in the midst of being fucked up, here's the blessings.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so when you did the modeling thing, I'm jumping everywhere because I just be thinking, this girl is so creative. So I just be everywhere with my thoughts. When you did the modeling thing, who were you doing the modeling gig with? I seen something that you posted, and it was dope too. Or maybe you were doing a photo shoot, but it looked like you was doing a modeling gig.
Yeah. The photo shoots.
Yeah.
That was just it was this lady who always wanted to do my makeup.
Oh, nice.
And I was just like, yeah, we could get it. We can get it on the popping. And so two models didn't show up, and then it was a lady from South Carolina that was here. And she was like, yeah, ask her if she want to come in. So I got my face done and makeup done. And I was just like, okay, cool. So it was a good feel. And she really did good on the makeup. I was like, because she wasn't a black woman.
Okay.
So I've never had anybody not black do my makeup. So, and she did good.
Out,
yeah, she showed out.
Do you want to tap into modeling? In my head, I see you as a model. Like, I see it, like, walking down the runway, hit her up.
I would like to, but because I have a pinched nerve, and that's very hindering, and with the seasons and all that stuff, it's just very hindering. So I was like, I'd be damned if I be walking down the runway and get stuck. But like, if I didn't have the limiting disabilities and stuff like that, I would want to. And I feel like if I was younger, I would also want to.
Absolutely.
Because right now I feel like I'm too artsy for the.
Age ain't nothing to do with it.
That it don't, but I feel like I'm also just too artsy for the.
But there's different type of modeling though, so why would artsy? Don't limit yourself. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Hit her up. She gonna do it. Don't hit her up. She gonna do it.
I will though. I will. I'm just telling you, like where I see. You know what I'm saying? But if people hit me up to do stuff, I never turn any.
Sure.
I never turn a creative moment down.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like modeling doesn't always mean runway, so you could do some stuff.
I want to do the runway though. I don't mind it.
Well, Lord heal her, so she can. See, that's why she want to do too much on the runway.
I want a bank head bouncing Gucci, Fendi, and Prada.
Gucci hit her up.
I ain't gonna spend no money on y'all, but y'all can give me some stuff. I don't believe in that.
Nah.
But that's really the only reason why I would want to be a model, just to get free gear and stuff.
I mean,
that's it.
Me too.
And maybe find my model bae.
Hey.
Because at this point, I don't think I'm supposed to be with a regular bitch.
I cannot. I cannot. Okay, well, tell us how we can find you on social. Both pages.
Okay.
I'm on both pages
okay.
And if there's a third one, throw it out there.
All right, so you can find me at Shaq_Michelle, and then my other page is Shackadelic_cuts. And I'm thinking about merging the page. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna do that. You just don't want to manage it, but we're not gonna do that.
I don't want to manage
it. You can't. You gotta keep your. Yeah.
I gotta do that.
Yeah, keep it
Damn,
separate.
she the one that know y'all, because she doing it.
Thank you. But yeah, you gotta keep them separate. So the reason why, I'm just gonna touch on that real quick. The reason why I say keep your business and your personal separate. I'm just big on that. Just keeping them separate, just because you don't know where you're gonna do with that other page. And on top of that, I don't like people in my business. I don't like people in my business, and you're gonna get a different Danetta on my personal than you're gonna get on my business page. So I just keep it separate, just because you don't know what you're gonna do with that page, and just to keep people out of your business. And
I be forgetting that I be branding both of the pages. So now,
I mean, it's a different vibe for both, because like your personal, of course, you're gonna be looking for like your brand deals, your influencer deals, affiliates and stuff like that. I see that for your personal page, but your business, your cuts, I keep that separate. Just I'm throwing nothing but. And it's not that hard. You got the pictures on your phone. Just put it on the other page. All right. When celebrities looking up for a barber when they come in town, they're going to need to see the other page.
They is.
Because I'm trying to say, like, if you're trying to do, like, branding and stuff like that, they're going to get on your page and be confused.
That's fact.
Yeah. So that's the big thing. And it's different for everybody, but, like, a personal brand is different than your business.
Business brand, yeah. Damn, she's speaking facts. And I already knew that.
I know it's hard.
It's a lot. It is back and forth.
I got like 4 pages.
Girl, you
it's
tripping.
A lot.
Because I know one of them can go with another one. Can't it?
No, not really. Because then I have this page, then I have my personal page, which I'm turning in kind of to a travel page.
That's lit. That's lit.
Your girl be traveling.
I'm trying to get with her the next trip, y'all.
Period. Because we be out there living life.
Be outside all day. Shut it down. But you see all this chocolate.
And then I cannot stand you. And then let me see. I have those 2 pages, and then I have my Her Body Bar page. And I have one for my daughter because she's trying to do the whole affiliate, but we're not been on that because I'm conflicted because people will just be doing too much
weird stuff around kids.
Yeah, so that's why I'm really, really conflicted, just because they do too much on these kids' pages. Like, I'm so glad that she's so young that I can manage her page, because I can imagine, like,
how old is she?
7.
She got a page already?
Yeah.
I don't think I got my first Facebook until I was like in college.
Well, she like creating content with me. So she be down for, like, if I show her a reel, like, we're going to recreate this, she's like, come on.
That's what I need. I need me a real friend or a TikTok friend. Like,
you gonna hit it?
I want to do some dances too. Like,
right. You can do them on your page. You gotta learn. You need
with Bubba in the back looking at me like, I'm so sick of this nigga. Damn, all she do is dance.
Right. We don't be doing those type of TikToks though. We'll like recreate those. I can't do, because I can't dance like that. I ain't gonna lie. So I don't be doing the dancing ones.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to run my TikTok on, like what I want to do for my TikTok. I think I want to bring back like all my exes and just like
Lord,
make a funny.
That's gonna be real spicy.
Make a real funny tell all about my dating life.
No, we don't. She ain't gonna do that, y'all.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And if it sound like you, don't say nothing, because now you don't confess.
I cannot.
You just better sit tight, boots, and just know that you did some. And yeah.
Well, she might be coming out with a TikTok, so stay tuned.
A TikTok tell-all.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen any of that. That might be something new, but that's going to be spicy. I'm going to tune in because, I'm going to be back with my cup.
You feel me?
All right. Thank you so much for coming on, showing. I cannot stand her. But thank you for coming on and bringing some nice funness up into our podcast, shedding light on being a barber, being a creative, she gonna be a model and being a model too.
And thank you for what you do to the community, and thank you for bringing women like me to the forefront, because a lot of other people don't like to include us.
Oh no.
So yeah, we still women up under here. I just like wearing boy clothes. I got little cheeks up under here, y'all. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing. Okay.
Thank you so much for coming on here, and thank you for showing love always.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Stay tuned for the next episode.